On every model Super 73 we can place 4 types of tires. And our most recognizable one is the all-terrain tire, and this is perfect for light-duty off-road use. And you'll see this on most SG1s. Next we have the slick tires that you will see on most CGs. And these are a bit less resistant than the all-terrain tires and so a bit more silent. Next we have the Apache slick tires, and this is a very special one. It's the first of its kind on the road, and it gives you all the advantages of a larger tire, but it still has the lowest road resistance. So if you want something special, go for the Apache slicks. And finally we have our very cool new Badger tire, which comes standard on the S2 and the RX. And this tire is actually a blend of motorcycle and bicycle tire construction, and it's made for both on and off-road use. Today we're changing this tire on the S2. Don't forget to order your inner tubes, otherwise you still have a flat tire after this tutorial. So let's talk about what you really want to hear. I could change the tire in a workshop, but I'd like to show you how you can do this in your living room. We're going through this fast, so you might want to pause the video after every action. First, make sure the bike is in its smallest gear, so it will be easier to remove the wheel and put on the chain later on. Now you need a 3mm Allen key to unscrew the display a bit, so we can move it backward when we're going to place the bike upside down, and this way the display does not get damaged. Loose the battery to lose weight so you can lift it easier and make sure there's no power output in your bike. Next, lose the chain tension by switching the gold switch to off, so it will be easier to remove the rear wheel. Make sure you have a soft surface to do this on and place the bike upside down. Now you need a cable cutter to cut the tie rips. Make sure you use the flat side so you won't damage the electric cables. A good spot to cut is the tie rip lock. Cut the 2 tie rips off the frame and untwist the motor cable. Make sure the kickstand is out so you create some space to work, and make sure the motor cable is aimed in the right direction. The next tool you need is a Torx 27. Remove the brake caliper by unscrewing these 2 screws. It is very important not to use your brakes right now, otherwise the pistons will come inward and it will cause you problems when reinstalling the wheel. Keep your screws in a safe place so you won't lose them. Next you'll need a 5mm Allen key. Now we're going to unscrew the Allen bolts on one side and do the same thing on the other side. Now you use the other end of your key, if it's easier, to loosen the derailleur bolt. Get your tire out gently and push the wheel forward to remove the chain from the gears. Now your wheel is out and you can easily change the tire. Lay the wheel on the ground with the gear side up. Remove the valve cap and let the air out by pushing one of your tools in the valve. Now we need a 10mm wrench to unscrew the valve nut. Make sure you take it off completely, and again keep it with the other screws. Take out the inner tube. And after, get the tire off the wheel. Check the tire for splinters on both the inside and the outside. Get your new tire and make sure you aim the 73 logo in the riding direction. Now put the wheel on your lap and push the tire around it. Push the inner tube in and get the valve stem through the hole in the rim. Now inflate the tube halfway and push it in the tire. Make sure the tire is placed correctly on the rim and check if the inner tube is not folded double. Inflate the inner tube to 2 bars. Screw on the valve nut and twist the valve cap back on. Put the chain back in its lowest gear. Slide the wheel back in its frame and screw back the derailleur bolt. Now screw the 2 black Allen bolts on each side and make sure it's not too tight so you can still shift the wheel back in place. After you made sure the wheel is placed correctly, tighten the 4 screws. Now let's put back the brake caliper and screw them back on the dropout. Make sure you use the Torx 27 tool for this. Screw the motor cable back together and make sure it is attached to the frame with the tie rips. And again, use the flat side to cut the remaining tie rip. And there you go, you fixed your tire. Thanks for watching this tutorial and let me know in the comments what you would like to see more. Ride safe!